Hi, welcome to Dr. Robbie's wonderful seminar on 3D printing. What we have here is an Eckersbot 3D printer. Hello, Jessa. Welcome to our seminar. the movie voice. So first things first, make sure your computer is on. Second thing you want to do is make sure that this thing is plugged in. So it has a nice power cord to it. This provides the power for the entire 3D printer. And this guy over here, which we actually need a case for, is our Arduino and our RAMPS board. And this does all the motor control and the logic and everything to make this guy work properly. So what you first do, plug this guy in. And we need to plug that in too. Over there, right?
Directly below it, shouldn't there?
Yeah, make sure we gotta fix that as well too, because where we place this, all these cables are, like this is the bottleneck right here. And I think that needs to go all the way to the back.
They're not.
Okay, perfect. So that's all good to go. Now, what we want to do, is it on? Yes, it is. Start up Replique host. So this is the one that, this program right here, what it does is it takes it takes a step file, which is like a solid, you can make a step file for your model using SolidWorks and export it as a step file. So it takes the step file, and then it slices your model into little tiny layers, and then what it does is that it converts all those little layers into G code, and the G code is simply the sort of like the instructions on which motors to move, how fast to extrude the extrudate, which is the ABS plastic, and gives it sort of like a control sequence on how to build your model layer by layer. Did that make sense? Did it? Okay, good. So what we do first is we click connect. Okay? And it says port COM5 does not exist. So if you get port COM5 does not exist, first thing I would do is check the USB cable and see the USB cable is plugged in. And guess what? The USB cable was not plugged in, so we'll plug that guy in as well. So give it a few seconds and click connect. So now it's connected. Okay. What I like to do now is then go into manual control and then say click home, and then make sure that this is the home button right here. So what that does is that it basically positions the extruder, the printer bed, all in a specific location, and it should be in this configuration. If this thing starts hitting this, make sure that you just unplug it from unplug the cable, or you push one of the limit switches, but I would go straight to unplugging it. You don't want that extruder tip to hit the 3D printer. Okay? So you start up Replique host, you click connect, go to manual control, click home, and if it does everything fine, you're ready to print. Okay? So next thing that you want to do is then upload your file to the to Replique host. Now I haven't done this before. I haven't made an actual. Let's see. So now it says load G code, but what I should do, load G code or the STL file. Let's see.
If you make one, if you do like male, female, and then opposite on the other side, you go with.
So there's a couple of sliced files here. So you just upload it. You can, let's do sliced wing. Let's do Brady. Let's do Brady in honor of Brady. Let's pull that thing up. So that's a cube right there. We'll print that. And you can adjust basically the orientation of it. Where you place your cube, you can adjust that as well. By right-clicking the mouse button, you can change the location of it. And by left-clicking, you change sort of like the pan view of it. And the center button basically changes the entire box. Okay? So then you go to Slicer, and you click Slice with Slicer. So it's going to slice all of it and then create the G code. Okay? So all the G code is created for this file right here. So if we can also zoom in with the key, with the center mouse button. So those are the slices right there. Okay. What's going to happen is it's going to make a little ring, and then it's going to make this little cube over here, and you can see it in action. Okay. So now you go back to manual control. Okay. Now this is really important. Make sure you heat the print bed, and you heat the extruder. And I actually forgot the numbers. Hey, can you go? It should be 215 degrees Celsius for the extruder.
215? Okay, 215.
And 110 degrees for the print bed.
Okay, can you move your mouse over to the print bed button?
This guy?
Yeah.
So this is 110. Okay.
Okay.
This guy right here tells you the current temperature. This guy tells you the preset, what temperature should be set at. Mm-hmm. And this guy right here should tell you the current temperature and what it should be set at.
For the extruder, yep. Excellent.
Okay, so I don't think that the keyboard is working. That's probably because it's unplugged. See ya. Yes. See ya. Okay, perfect. And so then we'll just wait until it all heats up. Now I want to show you another thing as well too. In the G code, this is important. The G code right here. This first line right here, M190 S110. That's S, the temperature of the print bed, and then M104 S215. That's the temperature. 215 is the temperature for the for the extruder. When you look in the G code, these first couple of lines sort of are the, how can I say this, the specification or the presets for the printing.
Can you show us those two lines again?
This guy right here.
Okay.
M190, M104.
Let's wait for its focus. Okay, so M190 and M104, that should be the temperature of the
Yes.
bed and the extruder we just set, right?
Yes.
Excellent.
Okay. We'll just wait for that to happen. Now, this is what Brady has said that the current issues are is playing around with the temperatures. Also, scaling the models. I think there needs to be a certain scale factor put in, or when somebody gives us a file, there needs to be a scale factor that needs to be put in somehow. That I will have to find out later and what he means by that. But ultimately what that means is that the models that you get from SolidWorks need to be scaled down or scaled up, depending on how they're dimensioned, if that makes sense. Does that kind of make sense?
Yep.
Needs to be scaled to the size of the printer.
To the size of the printer, exactly. Okay. Yeah. So that's the 3D printer.
And bigger than the printer.
Powered up the printer
We powered up the printer.
using that power supply.
We plugged in two important cables, the power cable as well as the USB. Make sure you plug those two in. Started up RepHA host, clicked connect, used this, uploaded a STL file to the 3D, to the RepHA host program.
Sliced it to G code.
We sliced it and made the G code. Then we homed the 3D printer. We heated the extruder and the print bed. The extruder should be heated to 215 degrees Celsius, and the print bed should be heated to 110 degrees Celsius. And we also verified that in the G code that it was also changed. Is that, what are you thinking?
Where's the cube? How come I don't see it?
Oh, you have to re-upload it. This is actually how we print it. We go to load G code, and then we find our STL file. So we'll get Brady,
Oh, no, there's the cube already.
and wow, there's 2 of them.
Okay, we can make 2.
Okay, let's make 2. Slicer, slice with slicer. Make sure that it is set to 215 degrees Celsius and 110 degrees Celsius. This is for the print bed. This is for the extruder. Sorry?
Do you know what temperature is used for PLA or?
I have no idea. And now we're ready to go. Let's go run job and make sure nothing messes up. Ready? Done. Let's see what happens. Oh
Nice.
God.